Hi, hope you're doing great. So today I'm going to shed light on an issue that is silently crippling the male population around the world. And I'm talking about the emotional struggle that men go through and the societal pressure that they face on a regular basis. And one of the biggest reasons why men find it extremely difficult to express their emotions is because of their upbringing. Like boys, they're often taught to suppress their emotions and not cry, as it is seen as sensitive weakness. And this conditioning from an early age leads to men growing up with an inability to communicate their feelings effectively. And also, the societal pressure on men to provide and be the breadwinners of their families, this is another major contributing factor to their emotional turmoil. Men are made to believe that providing for their family is their sole responsibility, which often leads to them working long hours or taking up jobs that they do not enjoy just to make ends meet. Okay? And the constant emasculation of men by society and media has made them feel like they're not good enough. They are made to believe that attributes such as being sensitive or being compassionate are not manly, and which further reinforces toxic masculinity. There's also the issue of testosterone levels declining as men age, which directly impacts their emotional stability, and that exacerbate this already existing emotional disconnect. Okay, and they can't really express themselves in a healthy manner. So all these factors cumulatively, it leads to men feeling hopeless, desperate, and becoming more and more suicidal. More men nowadays, they're opting out of marriage because they do not want to be stuck in the traditional role of the provider. They do not want to be the sole breadwinners at the cost of their mental health, which is um, commendable, but at the same time concerning. Okay, so can we what can be done to replace the situation and bring about a change? For example, for beginners, we really need to break the stigma around surrounding men suppressing or expressing their emotions. Men need to be made aware that being vulnerable, that being sensitive are not signs of weakness, but rather strength. We need to redefine masculinity and what it means to be a man. So it's time that we embrace the idea of men being comfortable in their own skin, which will ultimately lead to a healthy and happier society. Okay, so in conclusion, it's imperative that we address this issue and we start talking about it openly and honestly. Let's make a conscious effort to change the narrative and provide the right kind of support to the men around us who might be struggling silently. And remember, expressing emotions and seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength. So let's come together to help each other and also break the vicious cycle of toxic masculinity. Okay, so thank you. You take good care of yourself. Bye bye.